Hi everyone, welcome back to the data annotation course. In this lecture we will be looking the hands-on project in the image annotation. So for first step in doing the image annotation is collecting the raw images. So you can see I have collected few of the raw images, and in our requirement of the image annotation I have selected the animals as a project. So in our machine learning models, the model will able to learn what kind of object is present in the particular image. In our case, if you take some picture, the model has to recognize what kind of uh, animal is present in that particular image. So for example, in this image, we human can easily able to say that this is a elephant, but the machine learning model will not be able to detect what kind of animal is that. But so to do that we have to give the input. So that is why the annotation process comes in. We have to give the label kind of a bounding boxes. I'm using bounding box to do the object detection. So we will be doing the bounding box, drawing the bounding box around these animals, so that it will be easier for the machine learning model to detect where the object is present and what kind of animal is that. We are doing both the things here. One is object detection and second is object classification. Object detection is nothing but where the object is present, and object classification is nothing but what kind of object is that. So object classification is nothing but this is an elephant and this is a fox. So that is what object classification is called. So we'll be doing both the things in this. So first process is doing the annotation. So let's see how the data annotation is works. So first of all, we need to select a tool that we have already discussed. There are many multiple tools are available, but the tool which we have selected is the CVAT tool, which is a industry based, industry standard tool. So I am going to use that tool as a image annotation project. So first of all we need to import this to our tool so that we can able to start our works there. So I will be opening the tool here. So you can see the interface of the CVAT tool. There are many options present here. So first we need to create our project. So let's get started. In the right hand side you can see there is a plus button here. You need to click that, and there you will be finding a create new task. Once you click that, we will be finding this kind of interface where we have to create our project. We need to give the project name and we have to give the label name which we are going to work, and we have to upload our data set here so that we can able to work on that project. Then let me show how it is working here. So here I will be going to give this image annotation project. Will be doing is the object detection. Next thing is adding the labels. So in our data set we have seen that there are two objects only present. One is the fox animal and the second animal which is present is an elephant. So we have to give their names here. So I'll be giving here it as same like fox. The next one is elephant. Once we have given the label names, the next step comes in uploading the data sets which we have. So I have zipped the folder here and I will be uploading that. So we can see that the dataset has been uploaded here, and you can see some more option here which is not required for our current project. So I'll be fine with whatever the setup we have done so far now here, and I will be simply going here as a submit and continue, and we can see that the task has been uploading to the server. So once it is getting uploaded, we'll be starting the annotation. We can see that the media files are being extracted and the task has been created. So now the task has been created, we need to go into the task option. So let me click that, and we can see that the task which has been created here, image annotation. So let me open that. So we can see that there are the task which we have created has been created, and this is how it is looking, and we have to just start working on that. And here we, in the job section, we can see that ID number and what kind of task it is. We can see that it is a 2D image task, and annotation new task has been assigned, and there are 10 frames has been assigned to an annotator. So the annotator will be going on to this file. The task has been assigned to the annotator, and the annotator will be just opening the file. So let it load, then we'll be starting the task. Okay, we can see that the task has been opened, and this is the interface of the annotators. So this is how the annotator will be having their setup. The tools will be looking like this for them, and there are many options available here. So I'll be going through one by one. So first image we can see here, it has been loaded. In our project we have already loaded 10 images. So if you want to go front and look all the images has been properly uploaded, you can just click F. F is the shortcut button. So we have came to the second image, and we can just keep on going, and we'll just look around if all our images has been uploaded properly. So yeah, I can see that the images which has been uploaded is successfully uploaded, and currently we are in 8th frame, and this is the 9th, and yeah, so this is the last frame, I guess. So once we are fine with our upload, then we have to start the annotation. We have selected the bounding box, so this is the rectangular shape, this is the bounding box, and once we click that, we can have these kind of options like draw a new rectangle, and in that we can see the classes label like fox label and as well as the elephant label. So according to that image and what kind of object is present, we have to change this label name. So in this first image, I can see that this image is a image of a fox. So I'll be selecting the fox option, and in below that option we can see that there are two more options available. Drawing methods, there are 2 points and 4 points. So image annotation, we will be using only 2 points option. If our project is based on the video annotation, we will be using 4 point to track that object, but we are not tracking here, we are just drawing the shape. So I'll be using this shape option. So once we selected, you can see there is 4 lines. 4 red color lines will be popped up. So you just need to know that we have selected everything and we just need to draw the box. Now I'm just drawing a box here. I'm just drawing a box around this animal, and it has to be tight and it has to be accurately covering all the parts of the fox. If you want, you can able to zoom in also. You can just scroll in and you can adjust the size of the bounding box, because the bounding box should be very accurate, and it should not, you should not, the bounding box should not be too loose or it should not be too tight. So it has to be accurately covering all the parts of the our object of interest. So we can say, I can say that this object of bounding box which we have created is good to go. And in right side you can see that the label has been created as a fox. Rectangle shape has been created in this image. Now let's go into the next image. In this image we can see that there is an elephant present, but in front of that elephant there is an animal also. There is a person, but we don't have a person label here, so we will be ignoring this person, and we will be creating the bounding box for the elephant. So I'll be selecting the option of an elephant, you can see, and we'll be selecting the shape and then just create the bounding box around this elephant. So I think this is fine. This is fine for me. So we'll be just going to next images, just not to, I'm not going to take too much time. I'll be just keeping the things accurately. Just keep a note that everything has to be accurate. It should not be too much tight and it should not be too much loose, otherwise the quality issue will be happening. So I think this is good. The next image is this. Okay, in this image you can see there is some other animals are also available here, like zebra, and in front of that the elephant is present. So if you want, you can also give another extra label list also while doing configuration of the project, but I have just only given fox and elephant, and if you want to give any other animal name also, you can also add here, and then you can also annotate that kind of what kind of object is present here. Background there we can see that zebra is present, so if you want to add that label also, you can add and annotate as a layer zebra, but I'm not doing that for now. For now I'll just do these things which is clearly present. So this is how the day-to-day annotators will be working on. The annotators will be having a lot of images assigned. In our case, this annotator has been only 10 images assigned. So according to the project, there will be many images will be assigned, and they have to achieve the target day-to-day basis. So bounding box project is a very easiest project, and we have many more project like polygon. We will be covering that in the future lecture, but for this lecture, as a beginner, bounding box is the easiest way to start annotating. In the polygon section, we have to do the image as a pixel annotation. That is very toughest thing to do, which we'll be going to learn in the future section. But for a beginner, this one as a bounding box is what suitable. Okay, so just if you just see here, I have made some mistake. You can see that here I have given a correct label as an elephant, but here in this image, instead of fox, I have given the annotation as an elephant. So this is kind of an error, which human made error annotators are making in a day-to-day life while they are working. So you need to be 100% focused while doing the annotation, so you should not able to make this kind of mistake. So here I can see that I have made some mistake. Instead of fox, I have given as a elephant, but not to worry, we can just go ahead and change the name here. If this kind of errors are occurring, that image will be rejected by the quality check. So we have to be very much focused while doing this annotation, because sometimes we will be not giving 100% concentration what we are doing. So here you can see that there are some rocks covering the legs of the fox, but I have still given the bounding box till here, because I am just assuming that this fox legs will be extending till here. So that's why I have extended the bounding box shape till here. If the annotation project requirement is like this, then you have to do like that. But the client expectation and requirement is like, if you whatever the leg part is visible, and you have to annotate there, at that requirement you have to just keep the bounding box till the legs, wherever the legs is visible. But in our case, I'm just extending the bounding box till here, assuming that the leg of the fox is till here. So now the last one here, so I'll be just assuming here and keeping it as accurately. I'm assuming this fox legs will be here, and yeah, I think we are done with our annotation. So once you are doing and everything is done, you just need to click this save button, so that you should not lose your annotation which you have done. So I'm just going back from the first frame, and I'll be just looking out if our annotation has been done properly. I'm just going through a check if everything is fine for me. Okay, so everything looks fine. Once this thing is done, and you have to come to this left hand side called as menu, and then you can just change change the job state, which is in progress, or it can be completed. So we have finished our task, so I'll be giving as a completed. So job status has been updated and it has been telling us completed. So let me go and check it here. So yeah, the annotator has completed his job, and it is status is showing as a completed. And once this is done, it will be going to the quality check control phase, where they will be checking if the annotator has been done this task which has been assigned properly or not. That will be we'll be looking in our future lecture. For now, this is how the annotation is done. For a beginner perspective, we have selected image annotation. In image annotation, we have selected a bounding box, and we have two scenarios as per our image annotation requirement. One is a elephant, and another animal is a fox. According to that situation, we have to give the label to each of the animals so that the machine learning model can able to understand. So now we have done the image annotation. In our upcoming lecture, we will be looking how this annotation data sets is quality check has been done. Once the quality check is done, how this annotation data set is going to the machine learning team, how they are going to train these data sets to the so that the machine learning model can able to identify what kind of animal is present in that particular image. So we will be going to cover all these things in our upcoming lecture. Stay tuned. I hope you have learned a lot of new things in this hands-on project. I'm also giving you some of the few extra data sets, so you can able to load this data set into this CVAT tool, and you can also do your hands-on project. And if you have followed along me the things which I have explained here, it is also well and fine. And if you are not followed, I'll also give you some extra data sets, so you can also load and try it from yourself, so you can able to learn. So that's all for this lecture. I'll see you into the next lecture. Thank you.